It's a new year. The best bowlers in Canada have gathered once again. Their quest to win the largest prize in Canadian bowling history. This all points to another smashing series.
One hour north of Toronto. Welcome to Bowlerama Bayfield, a state-of-the-art bowling center in Barrie, about to make a little bit of bowling history. Hi everyone, I'm Steve Armitage along with Bill Douglas. CBC Sports has been involved with 5-pin bowling for 21 years, and women have taken part in that series, but this year, Bill, they have their own series.
And it's a great venue to showcase Canada's best women bowlers. But they have been competitive on the CBC show in prior years. 9 women have made it to the national championships, including Alberta's Diane Violini, who made it to the semifinals in 1989 and 1996. They can certainly compete with the men. Different than 10-pin, it's not a power and strength game. It's all about accuracy and control, and the women have proved they have those qualities.
We have an excellent field for this first series. Bill rated for us.
Well, it is. It's a really strong field, and if we rated it on national experience, you have to pick Sandi Anderson from Manitoba, Lynn Allard from Quebec, or Brenda Pankoff from Southern Ontario. 3 ladies with a wealth of national experience.
And let's take a look at the bowlers in our first match.
Manitoba's Sandi Anderson is the most experienced in the field with over 30 appearances in national championships. She won C5 double gold in 1991. Jeanette Stevenson of North Bay is a 22-year-old former YBC Canadian champion with a 410 single and a 1070 triple to her credit.
And the second match.
Alberta's Bonnie Olson is the youngest in the field. She won the 2002 YBC Senior Girls Gold Medal. Brenda Pankoff of London is the number 5 seed and a 14-time Masters national participant.
From a total purse of $20,000, the winner in our first ever women's 5-pin series will take home $10,000. The runner-up leaves with $5,000. The fans are ready here at Bowlerama Bayfield, and so are we to get this first ever CBC women's match underway. Sandi Anderson in the green for Winnipeg, and she's up against Jeanette Stevenson of North Bay, Ontario. Anderson, the 42-year-old, the number 1 seed in our event, will lead things off. League high average last season of .259. She has a high game to her credit of .420. Starting on the left lane.
Get off.
Talked it right into it. Smooth 4-step back up. Sandi's been a competitor at the national level for a number of years. 14 times at Masters Nationals Championships, 9 times at Canadian 5-pin.
Jeanette Stevenson, the 22-year-old, the number 8 seed, going to work. She starts on lane 10 here at Bowlerama Bayfield.
Former YBC gold medalist from 1992. Good cleanup on that spare on the inside half of the 5-3-2.
We told you they were very good bowlers, and they have not disappointed with the first 2 balls thrown.
A big cross lane shot there. 3-step back up, and a little different than most of the players. She starts on the far right-hand side, throws it over 3rd arrow, plays the big angle, and waits for the ball to back up into the pocket.
Stevenson with a spare strike. Sandi Anderson trying to double with her first ball in the second frame.
Get up.
More down the middle of the lane for Sandi. She's looking at center arrow, and she just missed that one a little bit left, and the ball never backed up to the pocket. She'll try and shoot that left-hand pocket with the backup. Gets her best action in there. Again on the inside, good cover.
Nicely done. Nothing but marks so far for both the women. Sandi goes back to work on lane 9, the left lane, here at Bolorama Bayfield.
Sandi's been a part of the great Manitoba ladies teams, both in Masters and C5, and credits her coach, Dylas Turner of Winnipeg, with the big credit on getting those ladies ready for national championships. That one crossed over, right-hand pocket. 2 for 2 on lane 9. Good reaction. Bowling ball taking out the right corner pin on that one. Again, that's because of the right corner she hit, or the right pocket she hit.
We got a good one going here, folks.
And we're off to a great start. 6 frames. We got 4 strikes between the ladies.
Look at that. All marks so far.
Come on.
Jeanette Stevenson.
Right-hand pocket. Either one of them's working for Jeanette at the moment.
3 in a row. That's the kind of start that you dream about.
Well, and I think she knows Sandi, if not played against her before, certainly probably by reputation, and knows that she's got to stay focused. She's got to hit the middle and get some strikes. Wow, big break there.
Strike number 3 for Anderson to go with that single spare.
Well, it just shows you what kind of rotation she had on this one. I mean, she was really thick. And seeing that replay, how late both corner pins were in falling over.
Can she triple like Jeanette Stevenson? First ball, 5th frame.
Come on. Yes.
Oh, yeah, great shot. Both ladies just hammering the pocket, and it doesn't seem to matter whether it's right side or left side. Very smooth to the foul line, long slide. Good follow through and extension.
Shot for shot, strike for strike from Anderson and Stevenson.
You can see the big angle that Jeanette Stevenson plays, but great reaction that time. Boy, you don't want to flinch.
Flinch or blink.
Boy, they're quick on the approach, smooth to the foul line, and they're getting great reaction.
That's 5 in a row for Stevenson. Of course, all the scores that they post will be historic because this is the first ever match in the first ever CBC Women's Series. Well, this will be 4 in a row. Yes, it is.
Right hand pocket, a little bit thin, but good carry from Sandi Anderson.
A lot of strikes up there, just 2 spares. Sandi Anderson has bowled very well. Spare in the second, the only blemish, if you can call it that. The rest have been strikes. She is trying for 5 in a row.
Oh, get there.
Oh, get there.
Yes!
Wow, another big break on the left corner pin. She was worried about it getting to the pocket, but it got there in great shape, and she gets a little bit of a break on it.
Outstanding.
Late falling corner pin.
6 in a row.
There's just no let up in either of these two ladies.
Strikes, strikes, and more strikes from Anderson and Stevenson. Jeanette Stevenson, can she keep the string going? She does. This is amazing stuff.
Left-hand pocket thin that time, but it doesn't seem to matter. Both of these ladies are hitting the middle, and they're carrying everything.
Now can Sandi Anderson once again respond with yet another strike?
Come on.
She's done it.
Unbelievable. We haven't seen this many strikes in 2 or 3 of the men's games in total.
We've got a 420 potential for Anderson and a 433 potential for Stevenson.
Yeah, shoot 420 and lose a match.
Wouldn't that be something? This is Sandi Anderson trying for 7 strikes in a row. It'll be her 9th of the match. No. String is over for Sandi, but what a run.
She missed that right from the start when this one left her hand. Now she's got to work hard and get back, make this spare. She'll want to be in the left-hand pocket, drive the head pin over towards the right corner pin.
You got the feeling that the first mistake could be costly. She needs a spare here.
Back it up.
She's done it.
Great shot. Textbook way to make that spare. She won't be real happy with herself on that first ball because she never even gave herself the opportunity to get a strike. It was right away. But great spare coming back.
No, she was going for 8 in a row. Couldn't pull it off.
Looks like a good shot. The ball just hooks hard or backs up hard at the back end. Leaves herself that head pin split. Gets full value for the count.
Couldn't come up with a spare. That would have been a tough one to convert. Needs this one. She's got it. Cleans up well, picks up 15, and sits down with a total of 336 as she gets set to work in the 10th. We may have seen the break, the difference in this match.
Jeanette with a possible 381 if she gets 3 in a row here in the 10th frame. No, missed that one. That's when you punch a head pin or get a head pin split. You have a tendency to come back and force the ball a little bit.
There's her cheering section. The Stevenson family clan. And boy, they've had a lot to cheer about.
Now, a little bit thick that time on the middle. Didn't get the head pin over towards the right corner pin.
Well, she started with a spare, then it was all strikes through to the 9th. When she had that split, needs to count this, and she doesn't. So she'll put 13 on the board with her final ball in the 10th frame and will sit down with a very strong 349 total. And now Sandi Anderson needs to count 32 to win and move on to the next round.
Anything spareable will do it for her.
Jeanette cannot watch.
Well, 2 mistakes, 9th and 10th frame. Could cost her here.
Come on. Get there.
Whoa, big break on that one. Almost looked like she was trying to play it wide.
There's Jim, Sandi's husband. Not biting his nails quite yet.
Must have this spare to win the match.
Big ball right here. Take a deep breath. Relax. Do what you've done so well throughout this opening match, and that right corner pin will drop. Easy for me to say, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Move, move, move.
Oh, yes!
She knew she'd missed it a little bit, and she was just waiting for it to back up. You could hear her move, move.
Look at it.
And right at the back end of the lane. Took all 60 feet of the lane for that one to make the spare.
Now you can breathe just a little easier because, Sandi, you are going through to the next round. You have beaten a very tough opponent.
She needs 5 on this ball to win the match, and that's enough.
I had faith. I knew she'd do it. And she sits down with a 351 total. Compare that to Stevenson's 349. This was great bowling. Outstanding from the very beginning. They put on a show. And it'll be Sandi Anderson of Winnipeg going through. She defeats Jeanette Stevenson 351, 349.